Okay, Napoli Nation, let's get into some of the eats I was able to chow down on while I was in Sassuolo for this game. So the first thing is I'll talk about the food truck. So there's food trucks all over Italy around soccer stadiums. They're everywhere. And I was super hungry after the match, and there wasn't really all but maybe two of them when the match was over. But just walking away from the stadium to get back to my room, I just stopped off at one of the food trucks, and they had a layout of stuff for a sausage panino. And oh my god, so the smell, I could already smell from a mile away, but as I'm getting up closer to it, the smell got stronger, my hunger got stronger, and I grabbed one of them dudes and I chowed it down in like 5 minutes. It was so good. I put a sausage and some pepperoni, and I think they threw some mayo in there and maybe some melanzane if I remember right. But it was really, really good, and I just watched it down with the beer, and then I headed to the room. And then the next day, to continue making sure I'm just trying to get something to eat while I'm there, especially the different local cuisines and everything that you can get where you go throughout Italy is really cool to do. And I just stopped at a trattoria that the hotel there recommended to me, and they said make sure you get gnocco frito. So I got gnocco frito that was it had some salami and some crudo and some coppa, and then some different cheeses like a stracciatella and stuff like that, and it was really good. And then I had just a tagliatelle di manzo for the after eating like the appetizer. They cooked it really really well. I really don't like a whole lot of like fat and nerve in my steak, so and I was pleasantly surprised it didn't have that. So after chowing down on that steak, the next thing to come up was dessert, and the waitress came back and I asked her to tell me what they had for desserts, and she started describing all the different things that they had. But when she got to something that is called Stracchino della Duchesse, never heard of it, but she started explaining what it is, and as soon as she said it's tiramisu, like, I was like, "That's what I want." So I really didn't know what I was getting, but I love tiramisu, and she brought it out, and when I got it to my table, I'm looking at it, I'm like, "That doesn't look like tiramisu very much," but I smelt it, and I was like, "Ooh." That first bite, oh, man. It took me like a half an hour to eat that because it was so good and I wanted to savor it. But yeah, if you're ever, get back over to Italy and or get over to Italy, make sure that you try to get the Stratino di Ducese. It was really, really good. And that was about all I ate on this trip. And I will be going to Empoli for the next game on Saturday. And we'll see if I can stop off somewhere there and try something in a local town and see if I can give you guys another clip for chopping with Debo. So until next time, buon appetito.